Throughout the years, my friends have asked me for my buttermilk pancake recipe, and the reason is they're delicious. And there's really no secret to my recipe. It is this stuff. Good old-fashioned buttermilk. And what I'm going to do is add just about 2.5 cups to my 2 cups of flour already in the bowl. And again, that's 2.5 cups. This is my secret. 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. I like to keep them nice and fluffy. 3 beaten eggs. Very important that you beat the eggs before you put them into the batter. And I'm going to use melted butter. This works equally well with a light olive oil. 3.5 tablespoons. This is one of the rare times I splurge on butter, but it makes a difference. And a couple of my secrets. Just a little dash of vanilla. And 2 tablespoons of malt powder. We're going to mix this up. Now, the most important thing about making pancakes is that you don't overwork the flour. We're back, and I have this just about ready to go to the griddle. What I forgot to mention is there was baking powder and baking soda mixed in with my flour. I like to sift it in there. So, both of those ingredients. That's about what we're looking for. There's little lumps of flour, but it is not entirely smooth. If it was, you'd mix it too much. And to the grill. We're here in the kitchen just getting ready to cook up some fantastic buttermilk pancakes. And I've melted a couple of tablespoons of butter on my griddle. The most important thing is that you get the pancakes onto a griddle that is hot, and you get them into approximately the same size portions. You don't want one huge pancake. You don't want little tiny ones. Or maybe you do, but just make them all the same size. You can see I'm using a measuring cup. I tend to make rather large pancakes, but for me this is easier to approximate than smaller ones. But as you can see, what I'm about to do is I can fix the shape. Now I want my pancakes centered on the heat. I want to turn it up, and we're going to continue to cook until I see bubbles, and then we'll be right back. Okay, we're halfway through cooking, and you might be tempted to try to turn them. There's a few bubbles, but we're looking for more bubbles. Until we see more bubbles, both in the pancake and around, they're not entirely set, and they could fall apart. So let's continue to go. Okay, this is about where we're getting ready to flip. The pancakes have cooked almost all the way. I just go underneath and gently right over. And a perfectly cooked pancake. Okay, all 3 pancakes are flipped, and we're just going to continue to let them cook. Now, one thing that's really important you can see, and that's what makes it a pancake, particularly a buttermilk pancake, with the buttermilk and the baking powder, baking soda, is that it's nice and fluffy, and we have something that looks absolutely delicious. And because I've kind of kicked it up a notch with a little bit of malt and vanilla flavor and some real maple syrup that I'll be serving it with just in a moment. These are brown on the bottom, but I'm going to turn down the heat and just let them sit a little bit longer. Nothing's worse than an uncooked pancake. And the other thing that's telling me that these are about ready is my nose. My butter is just taking, I used real butter, so it's just going past brown. And really, when butter gets brown with pancakes, that's not good. You've gone just a little bit too far.